and died that night. The year is 380 AD. Palmyra, once a jewel of the Silk Road, now exists under the long shadow of Rome. Trade still flows, albeit fitfully, through its colonnaded streets, and within a modest merchant house, a drama is about to unfold. Our central figure is Cassius, a caravan leader, known for his shrewd deals and cautious nature. He returned from a long journey across the desert, laden with spices and silks, only to find a sealed wooden chest awaiting him, a family heirloom containing the diary of his great-grandfather. A man whispered to have made a pact with dark forces for wealth that very night. After breaking the seal and poring over the ancient script, Cassius was found dead in his study, the diary lying open beside him. The cause? Officially, a heart seizure brought on by shock, but the household whispers tell a different tale. A curse, revenge, or perhaps something far more sinister lurking within the pages themselves. Was it truly natural causes? Or did the diary unleash something deadly into Palmyra? Suspicion falls quickly on several figures. First, there's Livia, Cassius's ambitious wife, known for her extravagant tastes and rumored debts. Did she want him out of the way to seize control of his lucrative trade routes? Then there's Baruch, Cassius's disgruntled business partner, who had recently suffered heavy losses due to Cassius's cunning bargaining. He stood to gain immensely from Cassius's death. And lastly, there's old Silas, the family's wizened scribe, who warned Cassius against opening the diary, citing ancient superstitions and forgotten lore. He claimed the diary was a Pandora's box best left unopened. Roman investigators, led by the pragmatic centurion Valerius, arrive from Damascus, unimpressed by local superstitions. Valerius starts his investigation with a methodical approach, interviewing witnesses, examining the scene, and dismissing talk of curses as desert drivel. However, inconsistencies begin to surface in the testimonies, creating a web of half-truths and hidden resentments. But why would Silas, who seemingly tried to prevent it, be suspect number one? The diary itself becomes a key piece of evidence. Centurion Valerius, despite his skepticism, orders it translated. The script is a mix of Aramaic and a strange, almost unreadable dialect, filled with cryptic passages about rituals, hidden treasures, and a pact with entities referred to only as the Silent Ones. But one passage stands out, a detailed description of a rare desert flower, the asterisk Nix bloom asterisk, whose pollen, when ingested, causes a heart attack mimicking natural causes, virtually undetectable by the crude medical practices of the time. Furthermore, the diary details the exact location where this flower can be found. Valerius, now intrigued despite himself, dispatches a detachment to the described location. They return bearing the flower. The twist, the diary also contains a prophecy. The one who seeks the flower's power shall find death instead. Cassius wasn't looking to unleash a curse, but harness dark powers for his own gain. But was he killed because he sought the flower, or because he already possessed its deadly secret? Centurion Valerius intensifies his investigation, focusing on those who might have known about the Nix bloom asterisk. He learns that Silas, the old scribe, possesses an extensive knowledge of local flora and fauna. Under interrogation, Silas cracks. He confesses to knowing about the flower, but denies using it. He reveals that Cassius confided in him about his plans to use the pollen to eliminate his rivals and consolidate his trading empire. Silas claims he tried to dissuade Cassius, warning him of the dangers. But then another twist. Livia, Cassius's wife, reveals that Cassius had become increasingly paranoid and secretive in the weeks leading up to his death. She also admits to seeing Silas sneaking out of Cassius's study on the night of his death. It becomes clear Silas did not act alone. Someone else knew about the diary, the flower, and Cassius's ambitions, and they were close enough to Cassius to have access to his chambers. The truth, as it often does, lies buried beneath layers of deception and ambition. Valerius, piecing together the evidence, confronts Baruch, Cassius's business partner. Baruch initially denies everything, but when presented with the evidence, Livia's testimony, Silas's confession, and the discovery of Nyx Bloom asterisk pollen on his robes, he breaks down. He reveals that he overheard Cassius discussing the Nyx Bloom asterisk with Silas and realized Cassius planned to cut him out of the business. Desperate, he enlisted Silas's help, manipulating the old scribe's superstitions and guilt to carry out the deed. Baruch's motive wasn't revenge for past slights. It was preemptive self-preservation. Cassius sought to gain power from his ancestor's diary. Baruch was just a step ahead of him in the dark game. In the end, the diary, meant to bring power and wealth, brought only death and ruin to those who sought its secrets, proving the ancient warning true. Some doors are best left unopened. The irony, Cassius, in his greed, became a victim of the very power he sought to wield, leaving a chilling lesson etched in the sands of Palmyra.